Hey guys, it's me. Welcome. Welcome, it's me again. Welcome to this edition of The Quiet Storm. I'm your host, the one, the only, Rashid Mateen. Alright, guys, I'm here. I know we haven't seen each other, but it's always a blessing to be in the presence of such great cloud of witnesses as yourselves. This is the segment, this is the talk where we have a talk about how our days are going. Today, I learned a lot. Let's talk about the true meaning of what it is to take care of oneself. Let me start by saying thank you for subscribing and giving me an opportunity to get back to you. I know I haven't got back to you yet, but I'm here to talk to you, the ones that I see and I subscribe to. But this is what I want to say. What is the true meaning of taking care of oneself? Now, a lot of you probably already have the answer already. Going to work. Work is going to work, work, going to work and doing the job, going to work. That's one answer. Another answer may be to make a side hustle or make money on the side. That's another answer. Another answer would be, just, sell things. That's another answer. But here's the definition of that. The definition of taking care of oneself is the ability to understand who you are and why you are taking care of yourself. The definition of that is you have to love yourself. That's the real answer. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Now, how do you do that? What you do is you let whatever is going on inside you create something different. What I mean by that is let the people that know a little bit more than you give you some answers to your question. Your vulnerability is okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. If you're tired, you're sleepy, you're hungry, you're worried and you have anxiety, it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable in front of people because people understand. They're going through the same thing you're going through. And sometimes it's hard to understand why people react a certain way or look a certain way. It's not that they don't care. It's just that they're just like you. They have a human side to them that makes them not perfect. We're not perfect. We're not people that's supposed to be perfect. Not in the sight of the Almighty Creator. The Almighty Creator knows that we're going to be who we are. And He knows it because He's the one created us. And the reason why I'm sharing this with us is because some of us are afraid to talk about little minor things. We let minor things affect the bigger picture. Minor things, I always remember I told you before, less is more is less. You guys remember that, right? The reason why I say that, less is more, because the less you talk about things, the more you get things accomplished. Now, what I mean by that is, the more you do, the less you talk. See, less is more is less. And that's a good philosophy to live by. Because I know some of you get exhausted, some of you get tired, some of you want to just, stop working, some of you want to just go on and do other things. But here's the problem with that. If you stop doing what you're doing, what is the next phase or the next step for you? Do you have a plan? Do you have a 5-year plan? Do you have a 10-year plan? If you stop doing what you're doing now, do you have a plan? A plan that's going to help you and your family to grow, to get better, to live comfortably. You got to live comfortable. Some people don't know how to live comfortable. You have to live comfortably. The way you live comfortably is you work for something by having respect for other people. The way you have respect is you show people why it is you are what you say you are, on who you are. You have to, it grows into respect. If you have a career and you stay at that job maybe 4 or 5 years later, you got to have a certain amount of respect for yourself. You got to know what it is that you're trying to do or trying to accomplish. Now, a lot of people don't know what they want to accomplish, but here's the goal. The goal is to find out what it is that you're passionate about. Don't get into a job that you're not passionate about. Excuse me. If you're not passionate about that particular job, and it's not something that you particularly care about, don't do it. Do something that's going to benefit you and take care of you. Do something that you know that you're able to do. Do something that's going to make you want to do even better. A lot of people don't know what they want to do in their life. So just remember, always find a place for yourself where you can combine talent and perseverance. Now, talent is finding out what you're good, what you're able to accomplish, and magnify that part of you. You know, the other part, which is perseverance, is going through something for a long period of time and going through it with passion in your heart. Passion comes from perseverance, and it comes from talent. The way you get them both is that you gotta modify that which you can modify. A lot of people don't know how to modify that. The way you go about doing it is that you put the Almighty in your heart. You give the Lord in your heart. You let Him, make you, mold you into what you were born to be. A lot of people don't know what they're born to be. A lot of people have no idea how to become what they were born to be. The way you do it, you go through people that have been through the experience of working and being productive. You want to be around people that are productive, that are able to, make you into someone that you've never been before. You gotta start small in order to get to the top. That's the way things are done. That's where talent comes in. Talent comes in by the ability to give a gift to others and yourself. That's how you take care of yourself. Perseverance comes from doing something over a period of time and staying consistent with it. Now, what I mean is, some of you have jobs, some of you have jobs, right? And you don't know why that job is the way it is. Some of you have that. Some of you have careers that you get into and you find yourself stuck in that career because that's something you thought that you wanted to do. Remember, guys, remember, do something that your talent and your perseverance makes you turn to passion. That's what it takes. If you're passionate about something, go for it. But make it your passion. Don't get into a job or a career because it's something to do or something to make money. No. Get into a career or a job that you're passionate about. Even if that's not the job you want, be passionate about it. Show that you want to be a part of that job. Show that you're motivated by doing something that's going to benefit you and your family. A lot of people don't get that opportunity because they see that they have, it's a job. Oh, I can turn this, I can just make money from the job and that's it. No. Do something that you're passionate about. Find out what it is that you're passionate about. Say, hey, this is what I'm passionate about. I'm going to continue to persevere and have my talent show and other people see why I'm so passionate about it. Other people, let me tell you guys something. There's going to be people that's going to be against you. That's how things work in the world. People want to be against you because you're moving forward and being successful. When that happens, it's because they either jealous of you or they envy you because you got that position before they did. And when that happens, keep going because the Lord Almighty sees that you are shining and doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing what you're supposed to, and the Lord sees you doing that, and He puts that passion and talent and perseverance inside of you to succeed. When you're exhausted, you're going to be pushed even further. The Lord knows that you are persevering through suffering, suffering to sacrifice other things to make yourself better. And then when people see you have all these nice things that you work hard for, it's because you sacrificed and you went through a persevering. You persevered through the exhaustion, the sleepiness, you persevered through all the hard work and being tired. You did all those years, then passed by, and now you are established and you are stable. That's the plan that you need to be at. Established and stable. Once you're stable for on a job, you don't need to go nowhere else. Stability and being responsible are the two next things. Being stable and being responsible. That's when work comes in. When you work for something that you're passionate about, your perseverance and talent, being stable and responsible, they all work together. And then you'll have a plan. That's how you're supposed to start. Before I started working this job, the job that before those I couldn't find myself because those jobs was something I wasn't passionate about. I didn't take them too seriously because it's something that I didn't enjoy. But this one I enjoy because I'm passionate about doing something that's easy and comfortable for me. A lot of doing it for my family to make them comfortable. If I'm comfortable, then they're comfortable. That's how you have to look at it. If I'm comfortable, my family's comfortable. You have to do what makes you comfortable and what makes you, be stable and responsible. All that's going to work when you're going to persevere through that. That's the bigger picture. Persevering, being stable, being responsible, and showing your talent. Those are four main ingredients that's going to make you equal success because you're climbing the ladder. The ladder, I call it the Jacob's ladder. Let's call it Jacob's ladder. Let's just put a name to it. We know that's not a Jacob's ladder, but let's just put a name to it. It's called a Jacob's ladder. You climbing the ladder of being higher than you are. You're not being better than people. You're just trying to reach higher on your goals. A lot of people are like, man, the Jacob's ladder is something that you want to reach. You want to get to that next level. The higher you get, the better your family goes with you. You're building a foundation for yourself, something that's a platform. You have this platform that's created for you, that you're walking on. When people start seeing your talents and you're persevering, your talents start coming out, it's going to show in your performance. That's the next thing. Your performance is going to equal your talents and your perseverance, and you being responsible and taking charge. Initiative is another. Taking charge. That's what initiative is. You're taking charge of things. You're putting things to work. You're making effort. Effort. When you have an effort and you're passionate and you're persevering, that's when things start to blossom. That's when you start to see the bigger picture because you're persevering, you're getting through, you're reaching your goal, you're going up the ladder. Jacob's ladder. You're going up Jacob's ladder, and you're growing. You're growing as a human, a person. You're growing with the company because you started from where you was. You had a starting point. Now you have something to reach for because now you want to work towards that to better you and your family because you started from the beginning to the end. And that's how you reach success. Start from the beginning till you reach to higher steps to get on the next step and the next. You start from somewhere where you start to build your talent and then you be productive later because you're building. You're building something that everybody's going to pay attention to. And when they do, they're going to be like, wow, man, he's really doing something with himself. She's doing something with herself because you're building a foundation for you and your family. And when that happens, you start to blossom. You start to turn into this beautiful, wonderfully made individual that everybody wants to get to know. And that's the best secret. Turn into something that everybody wants to follow and be a part of. When you're a part of something bigger, you gotta figure out a way to be productive and be responsible and be talented and be passionate. And then that's when people are gonna come to you for answers. They're going to come to you. Hey, man, how do you do this? Hey, man, how do you do that? And then you're going to have the answer because you did it already. And then you're going to teach people how to do that, what you already mastered. And you already excelled at. You already advanced at. That's when you're going to start to grow and be someone that people want to follow for many years to come. And when that happens, don't be surprised that you are that person now. That person that came before you has showed you the steps. Now you're that person going to show the next person the steps. That's how it works. That's how it works. You grow and you're going to develop, and then you're going to move on to the next stage of life, and you're going to get much better with time. And time is what we need. Time is very short, but you got to do what you can at that time, at that moment that you're there working with that company, because you might move on to something else and you learn all these skills and move on to something that you might not be passionate about, but it's going to be something that benefits you and your family. Okay? So just remember, always have the Lord guide you and put you in a place of position. Let the Lord put you in that situation to make you reach higher levels up the ladder, Jacob's ladder, the ladder of success. Let the Lord lead you your steps and establish your steps and become what you always wanted to become. And then you're going to be wonderfully made. And everybody's like, man, how's he doing this? How's he doing that? How's she doing this, doing that? Because you have known, because the years you put in, that's the long perseverance. That's where your strength is going to come, because you went through all the years of sacrifice of doing things the way, in the correct way. And everybody's going to want to know, man, I want to be like you. How can I get like you? How can I be in your shoes? How can I walk in your shoes? This is how you do it. Da, 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 da. And then people want to keep it around because you know things. You know things that they are not used to knowing. Man, how do you know this? Even if people criticize you, just keep going. Let them criticize you. That's when you know you're doing something to benefit you and your family, and being productive, being responsible, being talented. You persevering. You're going through all that for your sacrifice to make things better for you and your family. All right, guys. This is another edition of The Quiet Storm. Until next time, same place, same channel. I'm your host, Rashid Martin. May you be richly blessed.